Hi everyone, welcome to my first recorded chess match. So here is a quick match that I have. As you can see, I'm a beginner level chess player. So these are all just pretty much basic book moves that I've learned. And one move that I really wanted to try out was the knight to e2. With knight at e2, I am defending d4 and f4, and so I'm just waiting on how my opponent responds to that. And I was just really curious about their move. So here they made the move c6, and so I responded by bringing my pawn right in the middle. So he moved his queen to b6, and I wasn't worried too much about my pawn in the middle because my knight at the bottom is protecting it. So what I did was I wanted to attack from the right side. So I moved my bishop right next to their knight for an attack. And then he moves his bishop to protect his knight, which I think wasn't necessary because his pawn was already protecting the knight. So I made the move pawn to f4. So that way I'm attacking the center pawn, adding more attacks. And I was surprised that instead of attacking one of my pawns, he just brings his pawn forward. So I went ahead and took out his pawn in the center. And with that, I knew that pawn was safe from any attacks. Then he made his move from knight to g4, and I wasn't too worried about it because he wasn't attacking anything much there. I responded with my queen to d5. I was hoping to get my queen over to where the bishop is in front of the king for a checkmate. Then he proceeds to attack my pawn in b2 with his queen. And I was still trying to attack the bishop on e7. And I knew I had to get my queen there somehow. So I moved my rook over behind the queen, so that way I can get away from the queen's attack and also protect my queen as well. Then the queen takes out one of my vulnerable pawns, and I wasn't too worried about that. I still wanted to plan my attack on the king over in the other end. So I moved my knight over to b5. I didn't want to rush my attack in the center with my queen and bishop too quick. Then I moved my knight to check the king. And then here I knew I was attacking the king and the bishop. So when the king moved away, I was excited. I totally forgot about my bishop that was under attack. So I proceeded to attack his bishop, and then he takes out my bishop with his pawn. And so here I think I made another mistake by attacking the bishop with my knight, because the knight was not protected by anything. So the king simply takes the knight away, and in return I take his pawn on g5. So he responds with knight to c6, and with him threatening my pawn, I wanted to put him on check, so I put my queen right next to the king, and the king can't attack me because my rook is protecting the queen. And so the king moves back, and right away I knew my pawn could do a lot of damage by moving forward, so I moved my pawn forward to attack f7 and protect my queen on d7. So here I have the king pretty much pinned, and if I could get my queen right in front of the king, that should be checkmate. So he brings his rook over to attack the queen, but it's already too late. I move in, checkmate, game over. Thank you for watching.